Dragi Lugojeni, oameni buni, welcome to another episode of Voices from Grace podcast with your host Jake Stone. Today we're here with
Andra from class 2A.
Andra from class 2A, and today we're talking about Andra's transition from England to Romania. Welcome to the show. I was very impressed by Andra's English. Actually, it's incredible. And I said, there has to be a reason. And then she said, well, I'm from England. So I said, okay, we got to have you on the podcast. What do you think the main rule of this podcast is?
I don't know. All right.
So no Romanian. From this time on, it's no more Romanian. It's only English. Before we jump into how you move from England to Romania, I want to ask you a couple warm-up questions. So first one, if you could have a superpower, what would that superpower be?
To fly.
To fly?
Yes.
I want to fly too. Why do you want to fly?
Because I can go more faster to England.
You want to fly back home to England? I like flying because I see how God sees things.
Yeah.
When you're really high up in the air, you get a perspective of how small humans are. Second question, I love asking this question to our students. What is the hardest word for you to say in English?
I don't know. I don't really have one.
Literature.
I don't know.
Say literature.
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 It's okay. How about Worcestershire sauce?
Huh?
You're from England. You should be able to say that. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Lots of questions. I don't know. It's a hard word to say. We have a lot of words in English that don't really make sense, and a lot of those come from England. So thank you for that. Give me your backstory and why you moved from England into Romania.
I moved because my mom couldn't find a work to work. A
place to work.
A place to work.
Okay, so are your parents Romanian or English?
Romanian.
Romanian, okay. So how did they get to England in the first place?
I don't really know that.
Okay, so maybe it was like a job situation. They moved from Romania to England. Okay, so you're English, or how did I say that already? Ești român, da? Ești român? Sau ești from England?
Roman.
Okay, but you were born in England.
Yes.
Okay, do you have Romanian citizenship as well then?
I don't know.
You don't know your dual citizenship? You should figure that out. Dual citizenship is pretty sweet. Okay, so you were born in England and then your parents moved back to Romania. Talk to me about some of the big differences between England and Romania.
Really much the food and like the school rules.
The school rules? Adică regule, da, regule. You know, I'm allowed to break the Romanian rule because it's my podcast, it's my show, I'm the boss here. Okay, give me some examples of the differences in the school rules.
The thing is that the school I went to, we only had homework on the weekend.
Ooh. I might be able to put in a word with my boss. I don't know if I can make that happen.
Like, we couldn't share food. No, and a really big difference, the after school was only 1 hour.
Huh, it's not much of an after school program if it's 1 hour, no? Okay, what else? Anything else? So we got the food and the after school. What about uniforms? What are the uniforms like?
The girls could wear like skirts, dresses, or like pants, but the boys only had to wear like shorts or things like that. And we had like a white shirt and a red jumper on.
From my understanding, the uniforms in England is a pretty big deal. It's more formal. Yeah, so what happens if you get caught without a uniform?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Everybody had a uniform. You never had a problem?
Only like when we have non-uniform day. Like.
Okay. Interesting. So we have some problems with the uniforms here at our school, but we'll cover that on a different day. What about the food? Talk to me about the food in England. Like coffee shops, you know, burgers and things like that. What is the food we'll do that. What is the food that's pretty popular in England?
It depends on what they have on the menu.
Okay. Give me an example.
Like pizza.
Lasă cu pizza. Give me something else.
Jacket potato.
A jacket potato.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Talk to me about that.
Like, it's really like delicious because every kid when they come at the school I went to, they first have a jacket potato for lunch because we don't know what they like.
Okay, I'm gonna put an image. Right now, we're showing an image of the jacket potato, and I'm gonna try to understand what that means, okay? Everybody that's watching this podcast, you get 3 more seconds to look at the jacket potato, okay? 3, 2, 1, okay. I've never been to England, personally, so if I went to England, I'm thinking about it this summer or in the fall, where's somewhere I should go?
If London is not busy that day, you can go, because like on the weekend it's really busy.
Okay, so what's fascinating about London?
They have like a museum, like they show us popular fishes, and I had a face painting there, and also like the wheel.
Oh, the big wheel. You will never see me in my lifetime. I will never go on the wheel. I am terrified of Ferris wheels. What if you get stuck at the top? If you get stuck at the top, on the top.
I don't know.
No way. I would love to see the train system, the London train system. And what do you know about James Bond? You know who James Bond is?
Yes, I know.
British Secret Service. Do you know what Her Majesty's Secret Service means?
No.
Okay, I don't really know either. That's their Central Intelligence Agency. Have you seen a James Bond movie before?
No.
Oh, that's your homework, okay? Fun part of the podcast before we exit, okay? Who was the famous person that died in the tunnel in the limousine? And there's a big conspiracy about it, that maybe something was fabricated.
Princess Diana.
Princess Diana. What would you say as an encouragement for our students here at the school who want to learn English, who are trying to learn English? What can they do to make their English better?
I think that they could read English books.
Reading English books?
Yes.
I agree. The other thing I noticed too is your threes are pretty good. The TH3, tree, third Thursday. Let's try this before we end. I know I said we were ending, but I got a last thing. Third Thursday of the 3rd month.
Third Thursday of the 3rd month.
I'm impressed. Andra, thank you for being here on the show, Voices from Grace podcast. Your English is amazing. Keep continuing to get good in English. Maybe you can go to America someday, or you may become an English teacher. I don't know what God may have for you. Thank you to those of you who've been watching this episode of Voices from Grace podcast. We'll catch you in the next episode.